Guys, we're always talking about quality and we forget about some of these other brands that are out here. So today I'm going to show you probably one of the best shoes I've seen in a while, and it's from the good people over at Saucony. Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't done so already, hit the button down below. And guys, you saw just right. We're looking at a Saucony, and this was gonna be the Shadow 6000. And this is the box. Real quick, real easy before we get into the shoe. Actually, it's a pretty nice box considering this is just a normal inline model. Nothing crazy, but it is a nice, nice setup. Nothing, again, just different than what we typically see, and I always like that. This was gonna be a Saucony original, so you saw that branding on here as well. So right there in the front of the box. And again, we're looking at a Shadow 6000 in the salmon colorway. I don't know, people say the word salmon differently, so let's go ahead and have that argument down below. But guys, here it is. You saw it in the intro, and guys, this is one of the best quality shoes I've seen in a while. This is the Saucony 6000, full suede or premium suede. I've heard it called different things, and they weren't lying. I mean, this shoe is a very, traditional shoe, I guess. Well, I don't know if traditional is the word, but it is an older shoe. They first released the Saucony Shadow 6000 back in '91. They've been retroing and releasing ever since. So I don't know if you want to call it retro. They've just been producing this shoe ever since then, basically. And guys, I know at one point was that between what, 2010, 2011, and 2014, 2015, Saucony had a huge run along with, Asics, and New Balance is still going on a tear. But there was a big point in time where there were just so many collaborations with Asics. I'm sorry, not Asics, but with Saucony, that these were something that were always, seen on sneaker blogs, seen on people's feet, became really coveted, models. Now, just because we don't see them in the sneaker news or whatever it may be so often, or at least anymore, I think that Saucony is still producing a great sneaker. And it sucks that sometimes they're in the back of my mind. I think a lot of you guys are the same way. And it's not because, again, the sneakers aren't bad by any means, they're great. It's just there's so much other noise out there that we kind of forget about these. And again, I'm speaking for myself. I know there's gonna be some Saucony heads out there like, no, we're not forgetting about them. You guys are just so on and so forth. You're right, there's a lot of noise out there. And again, me personally, I just forget they're there. But I'm glad I didn't, because I've owned a good amount of Sauconys in my life, stemming back to middle school. I think I used to have this kind of brown and tannish color jazz with nylon toe and nylon tongue that were just dope. I wore to the ground. But I've had many throughout my time, but again, there's a lot. When you're trying to do reviews on sneakers and talk about different sneakers, some things get lost in the shuffle. But that's neither here or there, because we have, again, this full suede offering from Saucony that released in 3 different colors for the spring/summertime. It's gonna be the salmon color, it's gonna be a green color, then a kind of whitish cream color, which I'll put the picture of the pack up there. Now guys, 120 bucks. I know I'll typically talk about pricing down later in the video, but 120 bucks. And this is the best material I've seen on a shoe again in a long time. I hate to say it because I don't want to get the New Balance heads all upset, but this is on par with some of the made in the US and made in the UK items that are 200 plus. Look at this, guys. I'm getting right in the camera for you. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I know you guys have seen the B-roll as well, but this is gonna be a quick review because the Shadow 6000 is a very simple shoe. Don't have much, too many things to dig into, but I had to show because the material was on point. We always talk about we want this, we want that, we want this. Brands are giving it to us, but we have to take off the blinders and see what's there. So let's get into it real fast so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So again, we have this shoe, full suede upper. There are a couple key points to the mesh here, right on the outside of the lateral piece, a little mesh. Same as on the medial side. Nothing, nothing crazy there, just a little bit of ventilation, I'm assuming, because again, having all suede shoes can get a little bit warm, but these aren't super hot. I'm in Texas, guys. I've been wearing them and it's been a little warmer outside. I haven't had any issues. But guys, look at this. We have our, again, full suede upper wrapped around our mud guard. We're gonna have this really cool stitching detail I've always liked on the Shadow 6000. It's just a little contrasting stitching that connects the mud guard to the sides of the sneaker. So it's really cool. I just like that. Now you're gonna also have your Saucony branding right here on both the lateral and medial sides of the shoe. Now, from what I was understanding, the threading that's going on the outside is supposed to be reflective. I couldn't quite see it, so maybe because it's going to be more of a fabric, it's a little less reflective than the 3M and those plasticky materials they put on the shoe. But it says reflective when I was looking at the details of the sneaker. Now the Saucony logo is going to be done up in a gray suede, which is still just as soft as the upper. You're gonna have your perforations along the toe box here, and of course on the medial and lateral sides to make sure that you are staying cool inside this all suede sneaker. Now we're gonna get our first change in the material when we get to the tongue, which is gonna be the traditional like nylon-ish tongue. We're just gonna have the Saucony Shadow 6000 logo along with your flat white laces. These are the only laces that do come in the pack, so I'm actually cool with that. I know some people probably want a more of a cream colored lace or maybe even a salmon colored lace to match, but this white lace gives it a perfect pop because there is so much of a monotone shoe. Now again, we're gonna have that tongue that's gonna be in that nylon, but this one's gonna be done in almost like a cream color as well, not an actual pure white, more of an off-white color. And you're gonna have your normal mesh sock liner that's done again in that cream color with your Saucony branding on the insole, which nothing too special about the insole. Just a foam insole, which is crazy because I got this shoe in a size 10 and the insole's a 9.5, so that's kind of weird. I just noticed that. I don't know. I got these directly from Saucony, so maybe there's a range of insoles that fit a few different shoes. Who knows? But as we get to the back of the shoe, you're gonna have again, one more change from the all suede is gonna be a nice soft leather across the ankle collar here in a kind of like a light gray color. You're gonna have your traditional kind of netting here on the heel along with the Saucony branding right here below the sneaker. In the midsole, you're gonna have a traditional EVA foam midsole, nothing crazy there. It's gonna split between kind of an off-white going towards the back and the pure white in the front. And it's gonna of course have the Saucony branding right there towards the heel. Now you're gonna have at the bottom your black outsole that's gonna be this, with a triangle lug traction pattern if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it's called. So you got the triangles kind of going in and out of the sneaker here. And of course you have your Saucony branding there. And it says XT600, so I don't know if that's the rubber compound, the traction pattern, I'm not too sure. I didn't see anything about it, I probably should have looked it up, but I have no idea. If you guys know what that is, let me know down below. But I just really wanted to get this quick review out because if you guys are looking for a summer sneaker, you know, those nice bright kind of almost like pastel type colors, this is it, guys. I know on the Saucony website, this is where I got these from. They were kind of selling out pretty quickly. It seems like the sizing is kind of sporadic right now. So go in there, see if they have your size. I'll put the link down below. I'll also put the link to Sneaker Politics as well because they have these in the green ones as well. I think the white ones are just on Saucony, at least from what I've seen. So keep looking around too because there's always, you know, something available somewhere else and it just takes a little bit of hunting sometimes. This shoe, I would suspect that at boutiques and things, they'll probably go on sale eventually because typically that's just how it goes. No knock against the shoe whatsoever because I think it's an amazing and just a beautifully made shoe. But keep your eyes open if you don't want to pay the full $120, just keep your eyes out because again, I suspect this will drop in price probably pretty soon. They fit true to size, so go ahead, pick your, go true to size on these. They fit perfect to me. Wide footers, again, if you can, try them on, but I think at most go a half size up because this suede is really soft and I think it's not going to be as constricting as maybe some of the more, the leathers and more of the synthetic materials, I should say. So let me know what you guys think about this one. This is definitely probably one of my favorite pickups as of late. I've definitely been wearing it and it is just a great shoe. The color even makes it better. But those other two colors, the green and white, are looking pretty great as well. And just don't sleep on Saucony, man. They're doing a lot of great things. I think they're working with Trinidad James on some shoes. If you guys do watch things like Full Size Run, you guys know he's been talking about that for a while. And was it a concept collaboration? It was like the casino chip. I can't remember what it was. A nice shoe though. The Food Fights, which were an amazing kind of what this type sneaker that really encompassed all their food inspired sneakers into one pair. So there's a lot of nice Sauconys out there, guys. Don't, again, take the blinders off. There's some dope things that these people are putting out. Check them out, and the prices are very reasonable. And heck, I think they just released a 2-pack of this one and the Jazz in the original colors with the original quality from my understanding. It's a $200 or $300 pack. I think it's $300, but it's 2 shoes and they're supposed to be just A1 quality. So check that out too. Again, I'll put the link to this one below. And guys, let me know what you think about it. You like it, you not like it, you already have them, you want them now. Let me know down below. I love you guys' comments. I appreciate all the support. And until next time, see ya.